Wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown. Hello, John L. and James. How are you guys doing?
What is up? So, tonight's show was rough.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in some spots here. We'll talk about it here.
It was rough, and
yeah.
that's putting it nice.
Hey there, Scott. Hey, y'all.
Didn't
Watch second of Raw and feel great. Here for the review.
Sweet.
I fell asleep.
I'm gonna yell about some things.
I fell asleep during Raw, so that tells you how excited I was about it.
Yeah. So, this show sucked.
Yeah, not a good show.
It was not good. Like, no. I don't know what the heck.
Roman is the leader of Retribution. Roman, I don't know that he needs to lead Retribution, but he might be.
I don't know what the heck they were thinking when they were, like, writing this show. But, yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely rough.
Let's just go ahead and get into it. So,
I heard Mr. Lee was wearing a skirt.
It kind of looked like it, yeah.
Yeah, kind
of. His shorts were, like, it kind of looked like a skirt, and it was not good. So we're going to talk about that. So we start the show off with Drew cutting this promo. What about? I don't really know the whole gist of this. Like, I don't get it. Like, he was just, like, gloating about beating Randy, I guess. Like, that's kind of all this was, because there really was no substance to this.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, things like this should be done in the back, where they just come in and they go, hey, Randy, or hey, Drew, how you doing? Or, sorry, Drew, how you doing? It's good to see you. What'd you think of your match last night?
Like, I just don't understand it.
They brought him out. It was stupid. I don't know what the point of this was.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It made literally no sense.
Yeah, it didn't. What would the team, Nia Jackson and Shayna Baszler? You know what? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Yeah.
So
they butchered Keith Lee's music. Yep. Something else we're gonna talk about.
Drew gets through this promo and he starts walking to the back, and then Drew gets attacked by Randy. Well, Randy and Drew then fight to Gorilla, and luckily there were people there this time because last night there was nobody there. So nobody was running the show. So that's good to know. Maybe that's why SummerSlam sucked. So, they're back there, and they're beating each other up. Yo, what's up, Mom? So they're beating people up, and then Randy punts Drew. Misses him. Randy punts Drew again. Completely misses him. Like, this was terrible. This was awful. This was the worst punt I have ever seen in my life. It was awful. It was so bad.
Yeah, the whole thing was not good. I don't. The point of this, I do not know. You knew. The one thing I will say, I thought they were setting up a Drew Orton match for Payback.
Just kidding. No, they're not.
So I mean, that's the only good thing that does come out of this, I guess.
No, but even so, they're gonna run it back at the next pay-per-view.
Well, probably.
Just because they're not doing it at Payback doesn't mean they're not going to do it at the next pay-per-view.
No, but at least we're not getting like back-to-back weeks of the same stuff all the way across the board.
I guess. It's kind of like, bleh, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Drew gets attacked.
Bleh,
that's great.
Whatever.
But I don't even understand this. They were like, oh, yeah, that punt was so good. Oh, Drew, is he okay? And I'm like, dude, it missed.
Drew is not okay. The air knocked him out. The air from the whiff took him out.
It was all like...
Yeah.
And it just...
You got some good highlights about SummerSlam.
Good grief.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
So we then get a Keith Lee video, essentially just hyping him up and hyping up his, debut on Raw. After this, we get a Nia interview, and she's backstage talking about, I don't know what. But Shayna shows up and is like, what are you doing back here? And Nia was like, what are you doing back here? And Shayna's like, I work here. And Nia's like, well, I work here too. And then they go into like throwing insults at each other, like that might as well have been, you're ugly. No, you're ugly. No, you're ugly.
No, you're uglier.
And I was like,
Good promo.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to know how I feel about this?
Okay.
You fell asleep, right, Jono?
Okay.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
This is great.
I did too. The Raw virtual crowd was great. I was in the crowd. Where were you, James? Were you in the front row?
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Because if you were in the front row, you couldn't see it because you were below the board. Bit of a whole yeah love. How you doing, Jack?
What is up? My gravies, this show sucked.
Yes.
So,
KFC drops finger-licking good slogan amid coronavirus pandemic, blurs out catchphrase and new marketing materials. Thoughts? Stick around, Scott. I'll give you my thoughts on KFC dropping that.
So, I don't even know, man. After this, we get Shayna versus Bayley. And of course, this match goes to disqualification because Nia has to get involved. But then afterwards, Nia and Shayna essentially stare down Sasha and Bayley. I don't like this. Because Nia and Shayna are fighting Sasha and Bayley this weekend at Payback for the Raw... No, just kidding. The tag team titles.
When this was happening, what'd I say?
You said that they were going to be a tag team.
I said they're going to be a tag team, and you were like, no, they're not. I said, yeah, they're going to be a tag team, watch. And what happened?
They're a freaking tag team.
Yep, and they're going to win the titles.
I don't like it, and it's stupid. I absolutely hate this.
I would rather have seen the Riot Squad.
Nia needs to go away. This is not doing Shayna any good. What is the purpose of this? There is no purpose.
Yeah.
Like...
I'm no male model, but Nia's hair looks ridiculous. How you doing, WWE Creative?
So, I don't get it. I don't even understand it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, this is, like I said, it's not doing Shayna any good.
No.
Being in a team with Nia Jax isn't gonna make her better. If anything, Nia's, botchiness might rub off on her. And make Shayna terrible. I hope not.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I'd rather see Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, and some of y'all agree with me. Well, you did get to see them. Joe, no?
We hate Nia.
We hate Nia. I don't...
It's not that I hate Nia, I just think that she's not useful right now.
Well, if you're trying to set up a Nia-Shayna, feud,
this is a terrible way to do it. Okay?
Shayna needs to get this title push quick. She's already 40. Yep, she's probably in better shape than a lot of them.
I don't know, man.
Just saying.
Is she 40?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Stop it.
No. For real.
No way.
Yeah.
She just turned 40?
Yeah.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
That is... That's nuts.
I'm not sure what WWE Creative is trying to say about people that are older than 40, because,
That's crazy. I didn't realize she was 40.
Good thing I'm only 28.
I didn't even realize that. I don't know. I don't look at, Shayna and think like, oh, she's like 40.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't...
She's in good shape.
Like she doesn't look like she's 40.
Nope.
So, well, cool.
Age is just a number.
Cool.
Yes.
Sweet.
Question. Where are y'all comments, guys?
We don't have them up on the screen tonight because we're using a different screen.
Let me see this.
Whatever.
I could probably...
40 is an old Maven. Well, I know it's not old, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't realize that she was like 40. Like.
Yeah.
Seriously? No way. Like, jeez.
I don't know why they're not showing up.
I don't either. Are they?
Of course, with.
Do you have them on
Twitch chat? Yeah, should be coming up. Why is it not coming up?
Weird. I don't know. Maybe it's not connected. That's weird.
Yeah, who knows?
Odd. Anyways, I
don't
realize,
know. James, it goes along with everything else that we have going on. Being like
messed up.
Yeah.
YouTube. It's all YouTube.
YouTube being messed up and like everything.
I didn't realize that she was 40.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah. Vince is like lean and young. Yes.
She's
and
older
blonde.
than like Charlotte and Becky, and she's like older than all of them. Jeez.
Yeah.
I didn't even...
So then we get the KO show with Aleister Black.
This is a good segment. I like this. For the most part. So yeah. So Kevin is going on and on about how, like, are you okay, Aleister? Are you okay? Like, how's your eye? Like, I know that it's terrible. Are you okay? And Aleister's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm great. I'm amazing. I'm awesome. I just have one, less eye. And we go through the segment, and then, Black ends up kicking Kevin Owens' head off. And I was okay with it.
Yep. Why?
Kevin Owens and Aleister Black feud, I mean, it should be good. They should have some good matches.
Why?
Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Aleister Black's reason for kicking his head off is. He didn't need a reason. He's Aleister Black. They haven't built Aleister Black up well at all. The entire time that he... No.
I didn't feel that this was like,
But the entire time that Black has been on Raw, what have they done with him? Absolutely nothing.
Well, I agree.
This could be the start of something.
Well, I agree. I think it should be could be something big. The problem I have with this is why? I mean, there's no explanation as to why he decided to do this. It's just kind of out there.
No, but does he really need an explanation, though? Maybe he's just tired of the treatment that he's been getting, and he's tired of all the stuff with Seth, and he's just, like, Kevin Owens is just the person that he took it out on.
They just went, we need a feud. Okay, Aleister Black and Kevin Owens, let's just throw them together.
Okay, but, I mean, to make it make sense,
no
like I said...
reason, no explanation,
like I said,
no nothing,
maybe
let's
to
just
make
throw
it
it
make
together.
sense. Like, he just is fed up with the way he's been, what he's been doing, and he's tired of it. And he wants to get somewhere, so here's a way to start. Kick Kevin Owens' head off, and maybe you'll get, put up the rankings. You beat Kevin Owens. I mean, Kevin Owens is a pretty big star on Raw.
Here is how they should have handled this. He should have kicked his head off and said, "Hey, Kevin, this is what happens when you come knocking on my door."
No, but they tried that though, and it didn't work. It didn't get anywhere.
Okay,
they didn't do anything with it.
You're right, they did
Aleister
it.
Black is one of those people that he doesn't need to say anything. Doesn't need to say anything. His actions speak for themselves.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. He kicked off Kevin Owens' head. Because the last month, he hasn't been on TV because of Seth Rollins. He's angry about it.
So then go after Seth Rollins.
First thing,
I mean, if they're gonna make it logical,
because that would be dumb.
Sense.
Because Seth Rollins and the Aleister Black thing is done. We need to be done with that because that was a stupid feud to begin with. I don't care about what Seth Rollins is doing. Don't put him back into it.
So
give Aleister Black something new. Kevin Owens is somebody that he's a top guy on Raw. Why would you not want to attack him? I have no problem with this whatsoever because
WWE
to me,
needs a creative overhaul. Just
to me, it makes
sense
James. In my head of like, okay, putting two and two together. If you were taken out for a month, you couldn't do anything for a month because you got your eye poked out. Okay, you're gonna be a bit angry about it. Kevin Owens just happened to be the first person that Aleister Black had come into contact with since coming back.
Dumb.
So he was angry about it and he kicked his head off. Well, I see no problem with that. This is one of those things on the show that I did like, and I think that this could go places. And this could be good for Aleister Black, and he should be built up a lot better than the way he has been, because the way he's been built up has sucked.
I agree, but I think
it's been bad.
Stupid. There's
Dude,
no
he was undefeated for like a year plus on the main roster, and they did nothing. They never made a mention of it. Never, ever. Not once. Not once did they make a mention of him being undefeated. Him being one of, like, he should have been one of the top stars. The dude, like I said, the dude was undefeated. Should have been a top star, and he wasn't. Why is that? Because they don't know how to book him. This is something that they can book him into getting to bigger, better things. Like I said, Kevin Owens is one of the top guys that they have on the show right now. Kevin Owens is considered a top-tier talent on Raw. So, why would you not attack him? Why would you not take out Kevin Owens so you can take his spot? Then you're going up the rankings to get closer and closer to fighting Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Why would you not do that?
Or just go after Seth, because Seth is one of the top tier dudes too, and he's the one that poked your eye out.
Okay, I mean, whatever. I wouldn't have liked that, because it would have been the exact same position that Aleister Black was put in a month ago. And that would be absolutely nowhere. This, I think, will get Aleister Black places, because Kevin Owens is over, people like Kevin Owens, and people want to see Aleister Black pushed. They want to see Aleister Black get somewhere in his career on Raw.
I think he should have won Money in the Bank and had a feud with The Fiend. I could have handled that. I mean, that wouldn't have been bad. I just think that they could have made this a storyline and like a simple storyline. I mean, it could have just been simple. You know, Kevin Owens, you knocked on my door, and when people come knocking on my door,
like I said, they tried that before and it didn't.
Okay, it didn't work. The fact is, they made a point out of that. They said, you know, Kevin Owens even made a point of it in the back.
Okay,
when he came
he
up
went
to the
back
door.
and knocked on the door.
I'm gonna knock on Aleister's door.
Okay, but Aleister Black didn't need to say anything about it. He doesn't because Aleister Black is somebody who doesn't make a big deal out of things.
Make this a story.
This is a story, bro. This is a story.
No, it's not.
No, okay, whatever.
Maven, you were right. You said it would be a triple threat match, Braun versus Fiend versus Roman, and Roman is walking out with the title. Yes, I would 100% agree with that, James.
I'm going to talk about that because I'm angry about that.
If you wanted Money in the Bank, know how many really, what could you do with your money, Mr. Money in the Bank? John, no, you know what? Otis is never cashing in, so we...
No, Otis is never cashing in. He's going to go an entire year without cashing in on anybody. He's not cashing in on the Fiend. He sure isn't cashing in on Roman Reigns. So...
They're not using his storyline. They're not doing anything with him.
I mean, if it wasn't for yesterday and Gimme A Hull Yeah mentioning that he's still Mr. Money in the Bank, I've completely forgotten. I have completely forgotten that Otis is Mr. Money in the Bank. Completely. Isn't there a problem with that?
Yeah, there is a problem with it. I think that it's kind of stupid the way they've done it, but that's, you know, the way they do things. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you about that. It just seems like it's a waste.
Oh, joy. The next thing that was on the show this Friday.
Yes.
We are getting a contract signing between Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and The Fiend for their title match this Sunday at Payback. Why?
Does The Fiend sign contracts?
The last time he signed a contract, he stabbed somebody's hand and wrote on the paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does he sign contracts?
I don't know. But this is dumb.
Yeah. Suckling succotash.
This is the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my life. This is why I am so angry. Okay? Let's just analyze this for just a second. Okay? Braun Strowman and The Fiend are feuding for the last several months because Roman Reigns is not around. Okay? For obvious reasons, and that's perfectly fine. And I'm totally cool with that. And Roman does what Roman needs to do. And that's great. Braun and Fiend are making one heck of a story, and they're being great. And then yesterday, you bring in Roman Reigns, who stomps over all of that, to hand him the title a week later. After being gone for the last... since April. Since March. March, right?
Yeah.
This is why I have a problem with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, every freaking time he leaves and comes back, gets thrown into a title match right away. Not even a week! And Roman Reigns is being thrown into a title match.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me? Seriously? Dude, the only reason that Braun Strowman is even in this match on Sunday is so that he can eat the pin. That is it. That is literally it. You are going to stomp all over everything that Braun Strowman has done over the last, 5 months for Roman Reigns getting handed the title again? Are you kidding me? That's a freaking joke. That's what that is. This is why I get so angry when Roman Reigns is thrown into these stupid title matches, because they do it all the time. I don't care care if he was supposed to fight Goldberg at WrestleMania. He didn't earn that either. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Roman Reigns, this is what they do with him, and I literally don't understand. And they wonder why people are angry with Roman. They wonder why people are so tired of Roman. This is why. This is legit why. People are so over him. Myself included. Okay? He hasn't even been back 2 minutes, and I'm already yelling about it. Because this is what they do with him. This is why
James says, I bet Retribution is going to help Roman at Payback. WWE Creative says, I don't think Braun or Bray have been good champs. Bray should never be a champ. Ever. He doesn't need it. His character is good without having a title. In fact, I think his character is better without having a title. Because he's more the hunter rather than the hunted.
I agree with that.
As champion, you are the hunted.
I don't think Bray should have ever had the title. Ever. Never should have happened. He doesn't need the title.
No.
He's bigger than the title. Braun, on the other hand, would not be in the position he is right now without that title. He would still be the joke. Running people over with he would just still be the joke.
Yeah.
You know, doing the stupid crap that he did with Miz and Morrison. And that's what I don't even understand.
Zandel says, just like that, WWE has ruined Keith Lee. 100% agree. WWE Creative. So I am okay with Roman just getting the title off those two. I mean, if that's the idea, is to have him take the title, I'm okay with it, I guess.
I'm not. Because this is what they do. No, but it's not. But it's not, though.
Well, who are you going to give it to?
Nobody.
Who are you going to give it to?
Nobody.
Oh, yeah. Like I said,
the issue,
title.
where's Big E? Where's Big E in this equation? Big E is somebody that everybody's wanted to see pushed for the title, and that's never happening. And as long as Roman has the title, that's not happening either. Because Roman's not dropping the title for a long time, and that's what I hate about the entire situation, is Roman's gone for X number of months, I don't care for what reason. He waltzes back into the company, and they ultimately give him another title match. It's like, what did you do, bro? You stepped in the building and you went, and that was it? That's why I had an issue with Goldberg versus Roman for the stupid title. Because they did the exact same there. There was no build-up. There was nothing. It was literally like, here's a title match on a silver platter, Roman. It's just for you. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't care. Like, this is why the product, especially, it sucks. Because this is what they do. And I'm over it. It's dumb. It's literally stupid. Like, I don't even know why this needs to be done. It doesn't. I mean, okay, you're gonna give Roman the title down the line, fine, but literally, within the first week of him being back, he's being given a title shot. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's a joke. A literal joke. And I'm over it. It's stupid. Reigns is going to be shoved down our throats again. Exactly. Keyword, again. Because this is what they do with him. He leaves, he comes back, and he gets another title shot. And then we're sitting there going, oh my gravies. Will this be over soon? No, it won't. I'm not tired of Roman. I actually like Roman. Bray never should have had the title, or never should have been in the title pick after Hell in a Cell. I agree. We have this new Roman Reigns and everybody's complaining. This is literally one of your biggest superstars. This isn't a new Reigns. It's going to be the same thing. Yeah. I don't know what new Reigns everybody is seeing because this is just the same crap that they've done with him all the time. I don't care if he's a heel. I don't care if he's a face. It's the same thing. And I'm over it. Over it. It's dumb. That's what it is. Also, there are plenty of other superstars that are on the roster that could be given title shots or be given title runs, or be given anything, to, potentially even just go after the title. Not even win it. But no, we just ultimately hand it to Roman. Cool, great, love that. Awesome.
James says
Sweet.
WWE.
It tells you how much they care about the roster because they've done the same thing. It's not even just like a Roman Reigns thing. It's they've done it with Seth too. Like, I find that Seth and Roman are the two guys that they always go back to with the big titles, and I'm just kind of over it. Because it's like, you're not getting anywhere. Same thing with Brock. They do it with Brock also. Every few months, they're like, oh, we need to put the title on somebody else. We're going to give it to, this time Brock. Then Seth's going to take the title off of Brock, and then Seth's going to be champion for 87 years. But then, hey, we're going to have Roman come in and take the title from Seth. But just kidding, no, he's not, because he's not going to be able to wrestle. So then Brock's going to take the title back from Seth, but then we're going to give it back to Seth. But then it's going to be back on Brock. But then, hey, Roman, we can't forget about Roman. Roman's got to be thrown in there too again. Because, you know, that's essentially the WWE title pool right there, is Roman, Seth, and Brock. And I'm over it. Because there's so many other guys on the roster, so many, that could be champions right now, and they're not. And I'm over it. So, that's my rant. They do the same thing with Charlotte Flair. They do. With the women's title. They do. Absolutely. 100%. And it's boring. It's tiring. I'm over it. So, thank you, Roman Reigns, for coming in and, you know, messing things up. Thank you.
So James says WWE's already given up on Sister Abigail. We'll see Friday what happens with that.
I don't think there's anything about Sister Abigail,
though. I think the whole Alexa thing.
But it's not Sister Abigail, though. It's just Alexa.
Well, who knows? I want to see Alexa do something. They had it set up. It was cool what they were doing with it.
And then they dropped it off the face of the earth because of Roman! So... because that's gonna be over as soon as Roman gets the title. We're not gonna go back to that. I almost guarantee it.
Sasha Banks doesn't get a rematch on Sunday. How much you want to bet? Yep, she's not getting a rematch. John L says everybody has wanted him to be in here. So it's WD too long. I don't think that I want. I'm cool with Roman coming back. I'm cool with
Roman coming back, but being thrown into the title picture right away, that's what I have a problem with.
The question is, what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Anything but this, okay? This is stupid. It is dumb. Literally insanely stupid to throw him right back into the title picture because you're literally doing everything that everybody has said they don't want in the first place. This is why people are angry. This is why people are tired of this. Because they do this over and over and over, and it's constantly this same thing, and it's stupid. It's literally dumb. I don't know what it's going to take for them to understand. We don't want this. Nobody asked for this ever. Nobody's ever going to ask for this. Just stop.
WWE Creative says SmackDown has too many mid-carders at the moment, in my opinion. I've said they need to just combine and have one big group. And do cross-platforms across all shows. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have the same people showing up on every show. But your champions represent WWE. Not NXT, not SmackDown, not Raw. One title. And then you have your mid-card titles. And then James just got spammed for spamming symbols. So I wish they would just do that. It would make more sense. It would make things more interesting, and you don't have the same feuds over and over and over and over again. So,
but it's not even. But it's not even about that though.
Boy, Streamlabs is going after people. Nightbot people. What's going on here?
Roman coming back just opened a can of worms. And that would be Rant City. So expect many more rants as long as Roman is champion.
Johnny Lee says, look at what they did with Ricochet fighting for the WWE title only to be put in tag team with Cedric and to be wiped off the face of the map. I don't know what's, why any of that. Why am I timed out? What's the deal? I do not know,
No
James.
idea.
I didn't even see the message, so I don't know what the message said.
Is this entire review of Maven Rant, Maven versus Vince at WrestleMania 37? Yeah.
It might be.
Good grief.
The Intercontinental title has more value than the Universal title. This is why I said they need to just eliminate some titles and have 3 titles.
But
you
I
have
don't
your Intercontinental
think,
US title.
I don't think that fixes the problem either.
I do. I think because then
No,
you
but
have some...
I don't though.
Okay,
I
whatever.
don't think that eliminating titles is gonna make anything different. Because as long as they have the same 3 guys going after it, it doesn't make a difference. If Roman's gonna have the title every other month, it doesn't matter how many titles you have. That's just gonna make people more tired of it. Like,
maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. But like having 14 titles doesn't do anything either.
so I don't. It's not like it's gonna change anything. Eliminating titles won't do jack squat as long as they're handing it to the same person. And that's what I have a problem with, is the fact that Roman legit waltzes in the building and like breathes and then is handed a title shot. I don't understand it. I kid you not. What did he do the last time
Reigns
that he
versus
was
Hardy
here
piano pole
in
match, Scott says.
WWE?
And Mrs. Gleen had
Oh,
epic
what
Maven Roman
is
Reigns.
that I hear?
Clip.
He was supposed to fight Goldberg for the Universal title. How did he get that title opportunity? He walked in the building, went face to face with Goldberg, and went, and that was it. And apparently, that cements your legacy in WWE, and you're just like forever handed endless title opportunities after that. Apparently. Because my gravies, the amount of times that he's got a title shot that way is kind of ridiculous.
I need a Snickers.
And I'm
Are you not
over
feeling like
it.
yourself, Scott?
I'm just over it, dude. Like, I don't care. I will not care about the Universal title as long as that's what they're doing with it. At least with the Bray and Braun stuff, it was something new, and it wasn't Roman Reigns again for the 18th time. Like, I'm just tired of it. This constant Roman, like, shove him in your faces until you, like, are just like, I just don't understand it. Nobody wants that, okay? And I'm over it.
Nobody said anything when Nikki Cross had her title shots, came in for the title shots. I think Nikki Cross is
See, but
over
Nikki
it.
Cross is different, though. Because Nikki Cross
So Maven
got...
wants Reigns gear for Christmas. Yes, she does.
Stop it. Like, Nikki
That
Cross
and
is different,
Charlotte.
though. Stop. See, that's
All right,
opening
moving on.
another,
We have Cedric
that's
Alex-
opening another can of worms.
Cedric Alexander versus Akira Tozawa versus Benjamin versus Truth. Why? Why are we having a 24/7 title match?
Well, because, you know.
Because the 24/7 title can be like defended anywhere, anytime, like in the building, out of the building, in the taxi. Like, what's the point of
I don't
this?
know. I have no idea. Tozawa won. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
So Tozawa is the
Great.
new champion. I believe that makes him either a 2 or a 3-time champion. I believe
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
he is a 2 or a 3-time champion, right?
Who?
Tozawa.
Oh, yeah. Something like that.
I don't know for sure how many times he's won it.
Like,
Not as many
a
as
lot,
Truth.
but still
Yeah.
a lot.
Question. James asked, who do y'all will think Jeff's opponent will be?
AJ Styles. I almost guarantee it.
Probably. That's what I would
Because,
say.
Like,
Who, John L. asks, who does the Empress of Tomorrow face at Payback?
nobody.
She might not wrestle. I've said she might not come back because I'm pretty sure she got concussed.
Well, she was on tonight, but I think that was a stupid move.
Yeah,
I think that was a stupid move.
I agree.
Stupid.
So I would say right now, nobody.
Yeah. I would say so too, and I think that's why she's not tagging with Shayna. Because I think Asuka and Shayna fighting Bayley and Sasha made more sense than throwing Nia in the equation.
Yeah.
And I think that's why she's
Which
not
could
doing
be why
it.
they changed directions with that.
Keith Lee will be 24/7 champ by the end of the year.
He might be.
Sadly,
Might be, Scott.
I feel like that might be the case. So
Uh,
speaking of Keith Lee, what?
Go ahead. Start
Okay.
with Randy Orton here.
Yeah, that's where I was going with this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Randy Orton, he came out and was all like, I delivered on everything I said I would do. Except for the fact that you didn't beat Randy Orton. Or Randy Orton, you didn't.
This was another stupid promo.
Except for the fact
Like, why?
that you didn't beat Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, you're
not
not
Randy
the
Orton. Keith Lee interrupts him and challenges him to a match. Randy's like, nope, not right now. We'll do it later. And so that was that. And I'm just kind of like, okay, great. First off, okay, they messed up Keith Lee's music. It's completely ruined. They totally screwed it up, and it's horrible. It's terrible. They have the whole bask in his glory.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's gone now. And I'm a little disappointed because this new theme sucks. It's generic theme number 72. So, it's garbage.
Yep.
And it's not good.
Nope.
Well, after this, his gear is also different. He looks like he's wearing a skirt, and he has a shirt now. So that's great. His old gear
At least we know he wears clothes.
His old gear was so much better. But, you know, whatever. So that was that. I'm gonna yell more about Keith Lee in just a little bit. So, Garza and Zelina are backstage with Demi What's-Her-Face, the horrible actress. So yeah, that was great. They were just talking about Garza's match, which is next. Garza versus Montez Ford. Ivar ends up coming out and is like, hey Demi, here's a chicken leg. Let's go to the back. And so they do that.
So now we have a Otis Mandy type thing going on Raw. That's awesome.
Great. Well, it's okay because Otis has been dropped off the face of the earth on SmackDown.
Yeah, so maybe that's why they're switched it over. Oh, we got to find someone else over here. So let's do the Ivar and Demi thing and like do the whole.
Why Demi Burnett is even still at these tapings is ridiculous. I don't even understand it. It's like, dude. Okay, what are you bringing to the table? Absolutely nothing. You're a horrible actress. You can't speak for, like, anything. Go away, okay? Thanks!
And Ivar wasn't even the cute one in all those episodes, was he?
No, he was.
He was?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe that's the idea.
I don't even get it. Montez Ford says...
James says, is everyone glad this year's almost up? James, we still got 4 months left, James.
Montez Ford ends up getting the win with this cool, like, splash, but, like, he flips in the air. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. So, for Payback, it is announced Sasha and Bayley versus Shayna and Nia for the Tag Team Championships. So that's great. We then get Zelina and the Iconics versus Ruby, Liv, and Bianca. The purpose of this match, I don't know. They were like, okay, rather than doing 2 singles matches, let's just throw the 6 of them together in one match so we don't have to give them multiple segments. There we go.
James says, hey, she's a great actress, man.
No, she's not. She's horrible. She's terrible. She's not good. She doesn't know how to speak. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.
Yeah, like real bad.
Like, real bad. Like, she should never get another TV gig ever again.
Yeah.
Because it's that bad.
Or take some acting classes, one of the two.
Or I don't think acting classes could save her butt.
Yeah.
So, she's not good.
No. So then we get Zelina and the Iconics versus Ruby, Liv, and Bianca. Why?
I don't know.
Lana doesn't. John L says Lana doesn't know how to speak either.
Yes,
I agree
with that.
She's terrible too.
I'm going to talk about them too. So Bianca, Ruby, and Liv won. This was like whatever. Like, okay, you could have done the 2 singles matches of Bianca and Zelina and the Iconics from Ruby and Liv, but yeah, whatever. Okay. We then get the most highly anticipated segment on the show: Apollo and Lashley, the arm wrestling match.
I was on the edge of my seat for this.
In fact, Mr. G fell asleep during this.
This is where I fell asleep.
So
I didn't even see the arm wrestling match because I was out.
It was great.
That's how excited I was about this Apollo.
So Apollo won, and like I don't even know the purpose of this. Okay.
I don't get it either.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, me neither.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It makes no sense.
So Apollo is fighting Lashley this weekend. It's gonna be a U.S. title match. Can't wait. So excited. Can you tell?
Yeah.
I'm just like oozing enthusiasm
yes.
about this. You know, it's great. So after this, we get a Dom and Seth recap from yesterday because we needed that because we weren't there. We didn't see SummerSlam. And then we get Lana and Natty, and they show a video. It's not really a video though. of Mickie James' career, and they're like, oh yes, look at all these career highlights, and it's just a blank screen, and I'm just kind of like, what are they doing? They're so annoying. Just go away. It's not even like they're annoying because they're just like annoying. They're just like annoying because they're like bad.
Okay, but in my opinion, they've ruined Natty.
Yeah, they've ruined Natty, and Lana was already terrible. So just
I could see
go
Lana
away.
doing something like this. Natty,
it's just bad. It's just bad, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So Mickie James ends up coming out and slapping Natty and kicking Lana upside the head, and that was great. I feel really bad for Mickie James in this entire scenario because last week was like her return match after not wrestling for like a year plus. And
James says, I am sorry, I beg to differ.
And Mickie James is just kind of getting the short end of the stick where, Seth interrupted the match. We didn't even get to see her in action. Like, this entire thing has really sucked for her, Yeah. It's been really crappy for her.
She's probably glad to be back.
Real glad. Like, she could be home, but,
Yeah, yeah.
No. Like, no. She's here doing this crap with Lana and Natty. Sweet. Awesome. Love that.
Yeah, she's excited about it, I'm sure.
I just feel really bad for her in this entire situation because she is really good and she's very talented.
John also says I think Mickie James would work better on SmackDown.
I don't think it really matters where she is. I don't think they were going to
And James says Lana is Maven's favorite superstar.
I really like Mickie James, and I think she's very talented. And, she's been doing this for a really long time, and so the fact that she's not getting sort of the respect and the recognition just kind of sucks. And it really just shows, what they think of her, So,
yeah.
It sucks.
So then we have the Raw Underground, the exciting part. Lashley versus Ziggler.
And Ziggler dies.
Yeah.
So, that's literally what I wrote in my notes. Ziggler dies in capital letters.
To it.
So, yeah, that was great. We then get Orton versus Keith Lee.
I'm glad that the Raw by the way, I'm glad that the Raw Underground is so underground that they just walk from the ring and they're at the Raw Underground in 2 seconds.
Okay. Randy Orton versus Keith Lee. Where do I begin? Okay. This match ended in disqualification because Drew McIntyre decided that it would be wise to come out and attack Randy Orton. After this, Keith Lee literally disappeared. Was nowhere in sight. And wasn't really mentioned after that. The main focus of this entire segment was Drew and Randy Orton.
John says it's called payback for a reason.
Excuse me? This is supposed to be Keith Lee's debut match on Raw. I don't care who he's fighting. I don't care if he's fighting Randy Orton. It doesn't make a difference to me. This sucked!
It was a good match up until how they ended it.
This sucked!
And then, I didn't mind the ending so much.
I did.
As far as the match itself. But I would rather have had Keith Lee standing in the ring and he confronts Drew. Hey, what are you doing? I'm in the match of my life here, my debut, and you, how you doing, Ant?
What's up?
I was having the match of my life and you interrupted my match. Why?
This was
Instead,
dumb.
We get Drew running Randy off, and then
Keith Lee isn't even mentioned after that. Keith Lee he disappeared. He pulled a Fiend and was like, poof, and was gone. That was it. He wasn't even at ringside.
Yeah, I know.
There was nothing. He just disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm dying. I'm slowly dying, and so is Keith Lee's career.
Maven ranted so much tonight that she's not dying.
Okay. Anyways. I don't understand this. This was stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
This was so dumb!
Again, I think they messed it up.
Completely! This was such a crappy debut for Keith Lee.
Why do you do this to
You change his music, you mess up his gear, and you have his match with Randy Orton end in a disqualification because of Drew McIntyre, and then you don't even mention him afterwards? Really? Really?
Mrs. Gleen says Maven ran it so hard she's gonna have an attack right here on the stream. Yes. Yes, she is.
This was dumb. This was dumb. You missed, and you missed my Roman Reigns rant. It was very
Stone
loud.
Cold David, how you doing? I survived the Thunderdome, made it out, and am living to talk about it. Cool. Cool.
How was it? Was it great? Oh, the music was pants. Yes, it was. It was awful. Awful.
I think they ruined this whole thing. That you bring him out. Why do you have him walk away from all of this? I don't understand that. You should have had him like in the ring confronting Drew right after like he was like left.
Would you rather he beat Ziggler? Honestly?
I do not have a problem. Again, I don't have a problem with the way this match, like the match itself, ended. The issue I have is Keith Lee just like left the ring,
like disappeared, and they made no mention. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre stole this entire segment. It had nothing to do with Keith Lee. None of it. None of it had anything to do with Keith Lee.
It says Ziggler got squashed. It was perfect. James says, I think Bianca, Ruby, and Liv going to be the new Riot Squad. I would agree. I think they're kind of leaning that way.
I don't love that.
Yeah, I don't know. John L says, you guys moved to Twitch. Just curious, are you guys going to come back to YouTube? John L, as soon as we get our whole... Right, we can't live stream on YouTube right now.
For the next 90 days.
Yeah, we are putting up videos over
So we're going to
YouTube.
be here on Twitch till November.
Well, I'm working on trying to get that fixed.
Possibly, if not sooner, if we can get the stupid copyright thing.
So as of right now, our live shows will be here. I've been posting, our live videos are being posted back over on YouTube. But right now we cannot live stream on YouTube because of the copyright strike against us.
Yeah, it's lame.
For whatever reason. Stone Cold David says they had a guy who would get on a mic and encourage everyone on the Thunderdome to cheer hands up or thumbs down based on if whomever came out was a baby face or heel. That's funny.
Oh, I hope they are not.
Ant says, I hope they are not a new
Me
Riot Squad.
too, because I don't like that.
Well, I think it kills Bianca, but I mean, it's probably good.
No, but I don't like that.
Mrs. Glee says a bogus copyright strike.
A bogus copyright strike. Exactly. Just like this bogus Keith Lee debut.
Yes.
Jeez.
So then we get the Roman return video that everybody wanted to see. Okay, since Maven's already ranted about that.
That's all I have to say about it. Wait. One more time for the people in the back. That's all I think about that. So.
Then we have a Drew interview where he is punted again. And this time it went to
No, just kidding. He wasn't punted. He was punted, but not really because it completely missed. So. And now, Drew might have a skull fracture from those 3 missed punt kicks.
And it says, Liv has returned to her old gimmick.
Jeez.
It's why? I do not know.
Drew might have a skull fracture, apparently, from those 3 missed punt kicks.
I have a feeling, here's my thought. Here's what's going to happen. I'll talk about it here in a minute when we get to the end. Stone Cold David says, and when matches went to commercial those on Thunderdome, kept seeing the in-ring action.
Cool.
That's cool.
Cool. So, did you have something you wanted to add?
I'm going to talk about the whole Drew, Keith Lee, Orton thing here in a minute.
Okay. So, after this, we get Asuka versus Sasha in a lumberjack match. Why? I don't quite know. I don't know the purpose of this. Like, you were just gonna have the same outcome, like Asuka was gonna retain. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand the point.
Dang, out of Pepsi.
Match, the whole, I don't get it.
Yeah, my Pepsi's gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
My Pepsi's like completely gone.
Stone Cold David, I never saw myself on screen. They had her all playing in the stream. Mrs. Gleen, dang, out of Pepsi. Whatever will feed your rants now, Maven. Great.
I don't know, but it's empty.
And it says, bleed on the brain is not a sensitive angle. Stupid WWE. Yes. I don't get it. No clue what they're doing with this. So then we get a Drew update. He's fine. Lee said so.
That's legit what I wrote in my notes. Because that's legit
Actually, he
what
was
happened.
taken out in an ambulance, and he was like, "Oh, he's gonna be fine."
Yeah, Lee stood there, and Charlie Caruso was like, "So, you're good friends with Drew McIntyre. How do you think he's doing?"
He's dead.
And Lee was like, "Drew's tough. He's fine." And that was it. And I was like, "Okay, okay."
She should have. He was taken out in an ambulance. He's unconscious.
Lee.
What do you mean he's fine?
I like my notes. He's fine. Lee said so.
Jared says, "I hope we get to see Dana Friday night."
Holy moly.
Yeah, me too, James. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm just
we
really.
get to see her walk out the door.
Just really.
Oh, sorry.
Dang. Dang! You're savage. Oh, cool. So, you viewed it on Thunderdome.
Yes.
Stone Cold David was on Thunderdome. So cool. So, after this, we get Raw Underground.
I have a thought on this whole thing with the Orton Lee Drew thing. I'll tell you here in just a minute.
Okay. So, on Raw Underground, Lashley kills Cedric, and then Lashley kills Ivar. And that was that. So,
yeah.
Sweet.
Pretty exciting.
I'm telling you, they're building up to Lashley and Brock. I swear, and if they don't, this is such a waste of time.
I'm telling you, the Underground is stupid.
I'm telling you that I think they're building up to Brock versus Lashley, and I really hope that's the case. And if it's not, I'm going to be very, 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 very.
I still like my idea better. The Underground is stupid.
So then we get the main event: Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. So,
I will say, I thought that Dominic did a better job of. He looked better tonight than he did last night.
I agree, 100%. I think Dom looked so much better tonight than he did.
But I think they put him in a bad spot with his
yesterday.
first match last night.
Yesterday it was all about getting the crap kicked out of him by Seth Rollins. That's all that was. I swear to you.
Well, it was.
That's
but I mean, the fact that you put him out there on a pay-per-view, I understand there's no crowd or anything like that, but you still have. It's supposed to be a big.
And it wasn't very good. He did some cool
Mysterio!
moves. Yes, exactly. But he did some really cool spots tonight, and I thought it was a lot more impressive than last night. And yeah. I was more impressed tonight than yesterday.
Yeah.
And Ray looked like a bug, so you know.
So then they get attacked by Retribution.
Retribution! And I thought they were gonna unmask themselves when they got up on the apron. I thought they were getting ready to pull their masks off, but they were all like.
And Retribution has gotten smaller. There are now like 7 people in Retribution.
But they're taller.
They're tall.
They have one really tall dude compared to everybody else.
That's because that one really tall dude's that guy that's been standing outside the door every week.
Or maybe it's Dominik Dijakovic. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really pay close enough attention to the heights. Oh, is he? Well, maybe that is.
So I'm thinking it's like, you know, the big tall dude that stands outside the door of the Underground.
Well then, I mean, okay. So yeah, Retribution attacked.
I don't know. I don't know if that's who it is.
I need to look at some photos.
He was a ninja at one time, so I'm sure that his stealthy moves are probably, you know, there.
Yeah.
James says so. Brock probably will be a face. Who knows, James? Who knows? So here's my thought on the Keith Lee, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. They're gonna put Keith Lee into a title shot. Is what they're gonna do. Because what you're going to have is at Payback, McIntyre's going to come down and interfere again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to cost Lee a shot to beat Randy Orton. And then I think we're going to get a Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee feud going into the next pay-per-view.
I legit said we're getting Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre. That's what we're doing next. I literally said that yesterday when they announced that he was going to be on Monday. Today.
So I think that's probably where we're headed.
So,
especially since they made a big deal out of, oh, he's Drew, he's my friend. He'll be okay. Even though he's being hauled off to the hospital.
He's fine.
Had his face kicked in. Oh, he's good. So I think that's where we're headed with that. Anybody else have thoughts, ideas, think I'm right, wrong? I'm just dumb for having that idea. But I think that that's where we're headed with him.
Oh, man.
James said, did y'all see Retribution didn't touch Seth? Should let y'all know Roman is the leader. But Seth also took off.
Yeah, Seth also left. Seth was like, I don't think so.
Oh, peace out. I'm out. What? Adios. I'm leaving.
Good grief, we can't get a good
So I think that was
any of these
probably...
dudes.
Yeah, it's not the big dude. So I don't know who they are.
No, it's not.
There's 2 girls there.
At least. There might be...
Might be 3.
1, 2, 3, and then 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Potentially. Maybe. Also,
What
maybe
was
not.
that? Stone Cold David says, what was that, Mr. G? I missed your ideas. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
I think possibly what could happen is at Payback you have Keith Lee and Orton in a match, and then Drew comes down and interferes again and goes after Orton, and then that's going to end up setting up a Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre feud, and they will face each other at the next pay-per-view for the title.
Sweet. I was really glad to see Retribution. Honestly. Like, not gonna lie. Retribution is like, I don't know. They're great. You know, they're sweet. They're cool. They're awesome. They're lovely. They're amazing. And I very much so was glad to see them get involved because I kind of miss them. You know, they have been on TV for a bit. So...
I think that's the only I think that's the only storyline that you can have.
Okay, say it again.
I don't the whole Orton thing. I don't know. You know, Orton, Lee, Drew. I don't see any other way this could happen. I mean, it just seems like this has to be done this way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it would make sense for Lee to go after the title, and that's...
Stone Cold Davis is not impossible, and I don't think it happens, Mr. D. And I think it will.
I think that Lee is going to go after the title,
I think it's going to be Lee going after the title. I don't know if he'll win it, but I think that that's going to be your next pay-per-view, is Keith Lee getting a shot at the title.
When you're glad to see Retribution, there's a problem.
Yes.
Hopefully Retribution takes over Payback. They need motivation, man. Okay, what I don't understand... with SummerSlam yesterday, why would they not attack at SummerSlam? SummerSlam is like one of WWE's biggest pay-per-views. They market it as the biggest party of the summer, right? All of their roster is there. So why not go and wreak havoc when everybody's in the same place at one time? It's not like you're all separated because of Raw and SmackDown. Everybody's there. So why would you not take that opportunity if you're some group that's trying to ruin WWE and, like, beat everybody up, you know? Right? Yeah. Wouldn't that make sense?
You would think so.
Am I just crazy for thinking that?
Yeah.
Like, why would they not attack at... Why would they not attack them at SummerSlam? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you know?
I agree. 100% agree.
Just
All right.
I don't get it.
Anybody else? Any ideas? Any comments?
Roman as the leader of Retribution is an impossible. I could make a couple
James says Retribution
examples as to why it is.
Stone Cold David, I did read they're going to make Keith Lee a top babyface on Raw. I think he's got a shot at, like, they're going to give him the title. Or at least a shot at the title.
Retribution and Nexus 2.0, because the only thing you won't see it coming is the return of Raw. If they did, people would be talking about that and not Reigns. I mean, you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. So I guess I understand it, but at the same time I don't, because it's like I said, everybody, if you're, like, thinking, like, smart, like, if this team, this group of people were smart, and they weren't stupid, they would have attacked when everybody was in the building at the same time, right? To get both of them. Like, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Right!
Okay, just checking.
Ant says because the only thing you won't see it coming is the return of Raw. If the
I legit just
I'm trying to think here, and, like, you're way ahead of me, and I got the headphones on, and I don't hear you, so.
Oh, well, that's lame. You can't hear me?
I can hear you most of the time. But not when I'm focused on this.
Wow.
So.
Wow. I can't even believe that.
Sorry, what? Story-wise, it makes no sense. Booking-wise, it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take off. We are going to raid another channel. So
wait. We have an injury update on not Randy Orton. Just kidding. Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. We know exactly the same thing we knew an hour ago. That would be absolutely nothing. So, just kidding. We don't have an update on Drew McIntyre. They lied to me. They lied to me. WWE, I can't believe you'd do such a thing. You suck.
Like that's really what a lot of these people need to realize.
So,
You're in paradise right now.
We don't have an update.
No matter how much you think that they're disrespecting your character and all that, you could.
WWE just posted an update on Drew's injury. Yes, and it was bogus.
Yes. Stone Cold David said they didn't do anything at SummerSlam, including during the Braun match. After trying to go for them on SmackDown, and then they're absent on the very night Reigns returns. What Roman's new shirt says describes what Retribution is doing. Yes, I agree. Which is why I don't think he's probably the leader, because it just seems like too much tie in there.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. So, anyways, guys.
All right, we're gonna raid a channel, so stick around. You can say hi to this channel. They're right now talking about Raw, so we'll raid them, and we'll see how things go here.
So
with that, with everybody that's here, peace out, everybody. Stick around. We're gonna raid. We're gonna try and grow our channel here as we raid another channel. We'll see what happens. See if I do this right.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah. Good show, guys. Thanks, Ant. Stick around, because we're going to raid this channel. We can go ahead and say hi to this guy that we're going to raid. All right, here we go. Seriously, do I need to, open another... The channel's a follow or subscriber only chat. Seriously?
You having some issues there?
You
said you having some issues there? We're still live.
I don't know.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking that you know that we're still live. Still on dudes. Yeah.
What is Zack Ryder doing? The guy's whole debut has been mired with this Cody stuff, man. Eventually it'll turn out, I'm sure, but right now he's not a factor, and that's what I'm saying. The grass is not always greener on the other side. So enjoy it while you got it, is what I'm saying. And the whole reason I'm even bringing this up is because
maybe we can't
people on Raw tonight who are looking like they don't even care, and not even on Raw. Last week's Raw, this SummerSlam, and Raw. So that's 3 straight shows I've seen some people looking so timid and just whatever. You know?
Keep talking. Entertain people.
Hi guys.
It's not always greener on the other side, man. I know there's some times where things can look like they're maybe you should get out of there, and you should demand respect.
Amazing.
I understand that, but
Can't believe this.
doesn't mean you're just gonna get it
So
because you
exciting.
just go somewhere else.
Yay.
It's like breaking up with the girl of your dreams to get with some other girl because this girl
I'm looking at
you
Twitter
tripped
to
and
see
fell
if
and she
there's
caught
anything
you. It's
else.
like, okay, so you tripped and
Which
fell
I'm
and she
not
caught
seeing
you. Does
anything.
that make up for
I'm not seeing
all the other stuff the girl of
anything.
your dreams has?
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, she didn't call you on your birthday. Oh, now you're done. Now you gotta go, man. This one girl,
They put it the
she
stupid thing.
caught you. You were about to trip and fall off the
Update.
curb. Oh, now you gotta bounce, man. You gotta look at the big picture.
Lie to us.
Myers is more legit in Impact than Cardona in AEW. He is. He already is.
WWE.
He already is.
Can't believe WWE.
That's actually where Zack should have went. That's where Cardona should have went. He should have went to Impact with Kurt Hawkins with Brian Myers, and they should have had a feud immediately. What they should have done? They should have both showed up at the same time, trying to get the same title, but not communicating with each other.
There's not much to
and
talk
then
about
been,
here,
like,
bro.
mad at each other for it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Brian Myers should have shown up like,
So,
I'm gonna be the Impact World Champion, and Zack Ryder should have came out at the exact same time.
What are we doing?
Both of them like, what? What are you doing here? No, what are you doing here? You didn't tell me. I didn't know. I didn't know you were gonna be here. How was I gonna tell you? I was trying to keep it a secret. They should have had miscommunication. Both of them lose to Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards keeps the Impact World Heavyweight Championship, and now you got Brian Myers and Matt Cardona, two guys that you know are best friends, and now they're in Impact. And their their friendship is slowly degrading because they both came here for the same thing. That would be so much better than, oh, hey, Cody knows this guy.
Sweet. Cool.
That would be so fresh and so entertaining
really
and so much better, and it would bring such star power,
Everybody's
such
like,
legitimacy to Impact and legitimacy to both of them because we know they're best friends. Who the heck knows about Cody and Matt Cardona? When's the last time you've seen Cody on the Pro Wrestling Figure podcast, or you seen Cody tweeting about Matt Cardona or any of that, man? Like, yeah, they're best friends. Sure they are. I always don't talk about my best friends.
There we go.
I'm serious, man. That would have been a much better debut. What do I know? I'm just some dude on Twitch and YouTube.
There. Click it.
MJ, what's up, man?
Alrighty, guys.
Do you think they're going to reveal that Roman is the leader of Retribution? You know, a lot of people are saying that right now, so maybe. I think a lot of people are bringing dirt sheet rumors into my chat. I kind of hope not. Yo, what's this? The Wrestle Story. What's up, man? Oh, my goodness. Wrestle Story. Bring it through the Wrestle Story movement. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, Wrestle Story.
Okay, we figured it out.
Thank you so much. Bringing through the Raiders.
Lovely.
How am I? I'm doing all right, man. I liked Raw tonight, but I was supposed to be in it. I was supposed to be on the Thunderdome, man, but I couldn't get in. Every time I clicked the link in my email, it kept telling me it was full. I kept trying to bring it up, but it didn't work. Did you get in? Did you get in? I hope you did. I want to know somebody who gets in. I want to know what it looks like when you get in there. No, you didn't get in? Ah, man, yeah, me either. I tried, man. Yo, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Had a couple in our chat that went in. Oh, yo, what did they say it looked like? Does it have like a cool layout or anything, or? Being elite. We rubbed you jumped the gun again? We rubbed, what is going on, man? You keep jumping the gun and watching it without us. What's going on, man? Anyway, we're about to watch it. You have to keep refreshing your browser until you finally get in. Oh. I kept clicking the link and then backing, and like once it told me it was full, I'd close that window and then click the link again to refresh the whole thing. You could just refresh it. Oh man, if I would have known that, I would have probably had a couple more chances. All right, well, I'm gonna try to sign up for SmackDown Thunderdome, and hopefully I'll get into that. I want to show you guys what it looks like. I'm not gonna say anything. Mo, that's it, Mo. I'm gonna get you. You were in the Raw Thunderdome. What's it look like when you're watching it? Does it have like a cool layout or what? Like, what camera angle do you get? One of my main questions is like, what camera angle do you get? Yeah, I want to try to get into SmackDown as well. New Zealand, what's up, dude? Screen was the TV angle of Raw, but you're like ahead of the TV, right? Because you got to be able to react. You're on the screen, so are you ahead of the TV? I would think they delay the TV for a bit, so you're ahead of that, right? Dude, once again, thank you so much, Wrestle Story. Wrestle Story, you guys got to join us. We're gonna be gonna be going over to my D Live channel. We're gonna be doing a live. I call it Cine Monday. It's basically a cinematic Monday hangout where we watch a. I don't want to call it a movie. I'm gonna say it's an iPhone playthrough of a wrestling-based movie that I'm gonna show on my D Live channel coming up. It's dlive.tv/gritty urban saga. If some of my mods can post the link right now so that people can get their get the follow going and be ready for it. That way when I switch over we'll have it. That would be great.